Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sowers here, returning after a little bit of a hiatus. I do apologize to those of you who are viewing my videos, to those one or two people who have subscribed. It's not my intention to leave uploads that long, but things have changed in my Things have changed in my life, and this is a live commentary, my first one. So hopefully it goes well for us. And this is the Drake of the North Wind is this mount right here. So yeah, I haven't uploaded in a little while because, like I said, things have changed in my life. Currently, I just recently got a full-time job, so that has been taking up a lot of my time, and I really want to put out videos, but I got to be up early in the morning, and I don't get home until in the afternoon. Mid-afternoon. So normally when I get home, I am just exhausted. I'm wore out, and so unfortunately, I haven't been able to put out videos for you guys. But I wanted to put an update because people have been asking in the comments, what server are you on, or like or are you on EU server? Am I still in the 60s? I am on server Darkspear, for those of you who are wondering. Which is a US server. I'm sure those of you watching know because it's one of the most popular US servers, or server on WoW in general. I am currently sitting at level 76 on my warrior. I know the last video I put out I was still in the 60s. Right now I'm basically just trying to level up to 90 because I figured most people really probably don't care too much about this PvP at these levels. They're probably more interested in about PvP at level 90. I did stall out, not necessarily stall out, but yes, necessarily stall out when I hit 70 because I wanted to test the arenas. So I went ahead and did the arenas. Did okay. As you see, I'm currently not on any arena teams. One of my arena teams, it was 2s. I only did 2s. I didn't do 3s or anything like that. I just wanted to get the feel for arenas because I actually haven't really done them before. I think on my main level 90, while I was leveling, like it was probably at level 70, I did like 1 or 2 arenas. But I was never really into it, and it's something I really want to get into doing. And I did some of them, and when I was sitting at 70, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was awesome. It was very fun, very adrenaline rush type gaming. So it was very fun. I greatly enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to bringing some arenas to you guys. So if that's something you want to see me do, please let me know in the comments. If you want to maybe group up in arenas, please let me know. When I did arenas at 70, I had a group. It was me and a rogue, and I was obviously a prot warrior, and he was a rogue. I forgot. I think he was a subtlety rogue. But that, I mean, it was fun. That was the first one I did at 70, but it's not a very good comp. So we didn't do too well, but it was a good learning experience for me. So I thank who that was that helped me, or that did arenas with me. And then I ended up getting a shaman as my 2s partner. Like I said, nothing serious, just testing the waters. And me and the shaman actually did very well. And I was still a prot warrior because they were like, sorry, they were like, why aren't you doing arms if you're doing arena? And I was like, well, they're like, because if I'm healing you, you need to be doing damage. And I was like, well, prot is doing the same damage, if not more damaged than arms is currently at level 70. And I was like, the problem with arms is I granted I know I'm getting healed not when I had the rogue, but when I had the shaman. I was like, granted you're throwing me some heals, but I was like, I get blown up too fast as arms. I mean, I was even D-stance arms, which is a very good strategy, at least for level 90 PvP. And I was like, I get blown up too fast. I don't have any, defensive cools. I mean, the only defensive cool that I have is, like, I guess I have fear as a defensive cooldown for warrior for arms when I get in trouble, or I have die by the sword, and that's really basically all I have. Um, so I was like, I have to go prot, because I mean prot, you have cooldowns, different cooldowns and stuff. Actually, if you want, you know what? Yeah, let's go through my little action bar I have sitting right here. I've got these as my action bars, and these are placed over here. Taunt I don't use. I just have it on my action bar because I was thinking about maybe tanking some dungeons, but I'm not the best tank in the world at dungeons, so I just decided to stick with arms on damage on dungeons, because I just like going in and smacking stuff really hard. Unfortunately, dungeons, it's smarter to go with arms, even though prot does deal more damage. It's smarter to go arms, because I found out if I was a prot warrior in D stance or battle stance, even not using like any, taunting, anything else, I was still pulling more aggro than whoever the tank was. So that was causing a lot of problems. So I was just like, I'll just go arms anytime I get into a dungeon. I mean, which is fine, because I'm kind of mixed specs for both. I know it's not the best, because you should be have a spec for each, gear for each, but I don't have the honor nor the funds to have gear for each and gem out for each and enchants and whatever else. So anyway, before I ramble on that tangent and totally don't get to what I was doing, okay, anyway, here is my action bar right here. I have charge, obviously, and as you see, I have double time on my charge. I have it set to 1. And then I am using a Razer Naga mouse, so I highly recommend it, because they are freaking awesome. Just saying. It's much, much better than trying to throw your hands around the top of your keyboard or the little number pad. It's much more efficient, because I can basically play the game if I want with one hand. I do tab target, which isn't always reliable, especially not in arenas, because sometimes, I have tab set to target the nearest enemy, but a lot of times there'll be an enemy like 2 foot in front of me, and there'll be an enemy in the background, and it will, and it will target the enemy in the background instead of the person that's like 2 feet in front of me, so it's very unfortunate. And I'm just going to get something to drink real quick so I stop coughing in your guys' face. Hold on one sec. Ooh. Mountain Dew Code Red for the win. Anyway, so yeah, we've got charge right here, and I'm rocking double time, both arms and prot rocking double time, because I think that's the best first ability to run. I'll go through my abilities. I'll just do like a whole setup here and basically explain everything. I have this, which is a macro for Shield Slam, actually. I have the cooldown over here for Shield Slam. I like to, even though I have it in a macro right here, I like to see the cooldowns of the stuff that I use in my macros. Because, like, a lot of times I'll be like, okay, I need to use this, and I'll go to use it, and it'll show like it's half cooled, and I'll be like, okay, so obviously it's still waiting on something, but I like to see, what it's waiting on, so that's why I have abilities up here that I don't necessarily use. So yeah, I've got this macro, which is a very, very simple macro, as you see in the bottom right hand corner. Ultimate SS, it's my ultimate Shield Slam macro, even though it consists of absolutely nothing more than popping Recklessness and using Shield Slam at the same time. So that's basically all that macro is. And then this is, I have 3 set to Devastate, and then 4 is my Execute, 5 is my Revenge, 6 is Thunderclap, 7 is my Pummel, 8 is Hamstring, 9 is Cleave. Honestly, I don't use Cleave too much because it is kind of not useful. I mean, it's nice to hit two targets, but when you only hit the 2 targets for like a couple hundred damage, and as you see, I'm sitting at like over 17,000 health. Not the best strategy, so I just kind of don't use it because it also consumes 30 rage. And then here I have Battle Shout, which is the main shout that I do use. I know there's other ones like Commanding Shout and stuff like that give you health, but I like to stick to Battle Shout for the extra attack power since I have defensive cooldowns. Then I'm spec'd for Shockwave, so Shockwave is right here, which is on my 11 or whatever sign, dash sign, whatever you have it set to. and then here's Victory Rush, and then up here I have all of this entire bar right here set to the same, numbers 1, 2, 3, all the way up to what I think it goes to 12. I have all those set to the same keys on my Naga mouse, just hitting the shift bar when I click them, or when I do, let's say that'd be like shift 1 on my Naga is my last chance macro that I have. And this is a macro that I have if I'm a warrior. I like to use it. I've heard some people tell me that they don't like it, but it's my ability, or my macro, where I pop last stand and I pop shield wall with this macro right here, because last stand increases current and maximum health by 30% for 20 seconds, and then obviously you get shield wall, which reduces all damage taken by 40%. It's a very good, like, oh god, I'm gonna die, do something to help me kind of thing, to like buy you time, especially if you're in arenas with a healer. It actually helps quite a bit, because you get health for this short period of time, you take less damage for this short period of time, so you kind of buy your healer a little bit more time in case they're in trouble, or you're out of sight, or whatever range, whatever the case may be. So it is very, very useful. I like it, so I use it, and that's why I have a last stand over here, so I can see the separate cooldown on that. Then I have Spell Reflection, the Recklessness just for the cooldown, Shield Block, Berserker Rage, and the only time I do use Berserker Rage, honestly, is for the immunity to fear, sap, and incapacitate. Mainly just to get out of fears is the main time that I do use Berserker Rage. Then obviously Shield Wall, and I am using Piercing Howl. Then I have Intimidating Shout, then I have Safeguard. I'm using that instead of, and that takes place of Intervene. So it's basically Intervene with a whole bunch of perks to it. So I was like, that's never a bad thing. Then I have Disarm, I have Shattering Throw, and I have my Racial ability. Now I have this Medallion of the Alliance for PvP Resilience, which removes all movement and parrying effects. But unfortunately these two share cooldowns, because I used to have it here, but unfortunately they share cooldowns, so it doesn't really matter, so I just kind of put it off to the side. Because I think it would be awesome to be able to do that, and then if they snared you again, you could use that. But unfortunately they share the same cooldown, and they're both 2-minute cooldowns, so it doesn't really matter. So I just prefer to use the Racial, since there's no perk to, like, on top of removing movement effects on that, to use it. Now I'm going to show you guys my talents. Like I said, I'm rocking double time, charge twice every 20 seconds. Let's see here. Or you can charge 2 times each charge has a 20-second recharge. Second Wind, Piercing Howl, Shockwave, Safeguard. I was between these two here, Mass Spell Reflection and Safeguard. But I went with Safeguard just because I like it's good, so that way you can get back to your healer or whatever. You can also protect your healer. Mass Spell Reflection could be better if you're doing like BGs, where you can protect more than just you or your healer or whatever the case may be. And then, like I said, my other spec is Arms, but I'm not going to go into that. I have no glyphs, or well, I have one glyph. A glyph of Bull Rush charge. Your charge generates 15 additional rage. Definitely helps, so I have that one. But unfortunately, I don't have the funds to fill up my glyphs, as you see here. That's literally the only glyph I own. Because I'm always, every time I have a tune on here, I seem to be struggling for money. So we're gonna go ahead. I'll show you my gear real quick. I have the entire Brutal Gladiators set, so that definitely helps, which is the entire PvP set. I have it all socketed, as you can see here. I'll just go over my sockets here real quick. I have the PvP neck, the PvP back. I basically have I have the entire PvP set for level 70 PvP. I have the entire set for it. I do have actually here, hold on 1 second. Right here, this is the one-handers that you can get from there, but obviously 151 damage per second. And this one is 167. So I went ahead with that one, and because it increases, my attack and whatever, and it buffs parry and dodge, which this one does not. And my DPS is actually higher while using this one, so I went ahead and equipped that one just because I think I got it in a dungeon or something. It's always better. So I have that. I have the PvP shield, and then over here I have the PvP two-handed weapon. So yeah, right now I'm rocking, 17,711 health, prot with no buffs, sitting at only 291 DPS, nothing special. PvP resilience, I'm almost at 60%. That's higher if I have this on here, because the plus 12, like if I equip it, which is what I run in earlier, just over 60. But as you see, my health goes down by about 100, and my DPS drops to 274 instead of 291. So there is a significant difference there. This trinket I have just for the resilience, because heal yourself for 923 damage is nothing spectacular. So for those of you who are taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, I greatly appreciate it. I understand this is a long video of me rambling on a live commentary. Yeah, if you, I do appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to view my videos. I understand, like I said earlier in other videos, my quality is not the greatest because I'm just using a HD PVR gaming edition to record. I unfortunately don't have fraps. I don't have the funds for fraps to get it, or else I would most definitely have it, because I want you guys to have the best quality videos that I can provide you with. So yeah, if I'm currently level 76. I'm on Darkspear to answer those questions that have been posted in the comments. I want to, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for those 1 or 2 people who have subscribed to my channel. It does mean a lot to me. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to try to upload when I can. Just bear with me while I try to get on schedule with my job. But I am going to try to do that. I'm definitely trying to PvP and arena as much as possible. I definitely need to honor grind, as you see here. Oop. Yeah, I'm at like 2,000 honor. I want to make sure it's at least that's at 4,000 by the time I hit 80 for the. I think there's 80 gear. I don't know. I'm a scrub. No, I'm not really. But I haven't checked. I don't feel like going and checking the vendor. So, yeah, if that's something you would like to do, to PvP, possibly do some arenas, that would be awesome, because I love doing arenas. I love learning how to combat different specs, different teams. It's very, very fun, very, I guess, talent-driven, very complicated, sophisticated. So yeah, if that's something you want to do arenas, do BGs with me, please feel free to let me know. Send me a message on YouTube, send me a message in the mail, and WoW. My character's name is Sowers, S-O-W-E-R-S. And yeah, that would be awesome if you guys would like to do that for me. Any type of BG that I get with, viewers, people who message me in game, stuff like that, I will do my best to record those gameplays and put them up on YouTube. So if you want to be featured in my video, go ahead and hit me up. We'll set up BGs and arenas if we're at the right levels, and we will go ahead and you'll probably be featured in one of my videos. So thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble on about a whole bunch of nothingness that you guys probably don't care about. This has been Sowers, everybody, and stay tuned for more Warrior PvP, and hopefully soon to be level 90. Thank you very much, and till next time.